Well, it's welcome again to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. I feel as though I've been here before, like the last 3 nights in a row or something. Anyway, doing my best for you guys. It's my attack on C19. Try and cheer people up a bit. Anyway, this is a different video. No fishing. If you want to click off now, that's okay. Click off. Just a bit of fun. You might enjoy it. I'm sure a lot of the older guys will. Anyway, we've got to do a shout out, another shout out. This one is to Robert Duffy, who is one of the key workers. He says the TA videos are a massive help to keep his mental health going. That's no problems, mate, because I think we're all having a bit of a struggle with the way things are at the moment, but you people on the front line, take my hat off to you. Anyway, this is a slightly different video. You might not look at me in the same light and think, is he normal? But it's the way it is here on the Totally Awesome Fishing Farm. It's just what I do. Enjoy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Now, on the comments page, somebody did say, Graeme, I love watching your videos. I could watch you do almost anything. I could even watch you cleaning a toilet.
I'm cleaning a toilet.
Well, not good news from the wife. She said, darling, it appears there's a bit of a, not quite her words, a Thomas III that won't go down the toilet. So, if you guys are up for it, here is the plunger, and we'll see if we can get Mr. Thomas III to go down. So we've got a split junction here, waste pipe, vent pipe, one toilet here, ensuite there. Blockage could be in here, so I check here first. I've got a bucket of rainwater from my pond. The reason being, I don't want to, being on a meter, put 2 gallons of water down this drain. So we're going to clear this up, sort of show people. Now, if anybody's halfway through their sandwiches, they might have never even have seen what these are. Some people don't know drains. I know my way around drains. I've been down many drains many times. You've got to clear out first, and the object of the exercise is get as little rubbish down the drain as possible. And I think it's all common sense. Everybody out there must now know, no wet wipes down there, they don't dissolve. Smith, are you in there? Smith, see if we can get anything up here. Aha, that's a blockage. That looks like drain rod's got to go that way, so it's got to be bringing out the drain rods. Not good news. This should be flowing, guys, slowly. Okay, drain rods. Now I'm going to do this in one, guys, because I don't want to be touching the camera lens afterwards, do I? You've got one of these little discs here, which you screw on. Remember the way it goes. To tighten it is going clockwise. So when I ram it down, I always keep turning it clockwise. Otherwise the drain rods will unscrew. Now this could be a short, that's a sort of 4-inch one. It could be a short blockage. I'm hoping it is, and not farther down, because this goes all the way underneath the house. It doesn't feel like there's any blockages there at the moment. Could be just something small, if you'll pardon the French. Or it could be something large down there. We're just about to push him off to the seaside. Okay, now I'm going to pull this up in one because this end's clean and that end's relatively yucky, but I'm still turning it this way to keep the threads doing up. You do not want it unscrewed there because it will be very expensive getting it all out. And there, as you can see, we have some flow, some movement of the yucky stuff. And I'm going to go and flush the toilet and see if we can wash that down there. Okay, check this puppy out. This is Le Toilette. Now, if this flushes and it backs up here, comes right up like that, there won't be enough in here normally to overflow, but it tells you there's a blockage there. It could be in the drains out there, it could be just down that neck, down the S-bend. See the shape? It goes down and curves and goes out at an angle. So what I do, I'm going to flush it. As it fills up, that will give me enough water to start plunging. There, like that. See it filling up? You might get water everywhere, you might get it on your hands. Yeah, that should be okay. I'm going to put that dripping nicely onto my glove, which is dirty anyway. And then what I do, I get a bucket of soapy water and whoosh that down quite high. Like this. Now that didn't back up. If that was still blocked, that would back up there. So I know I've cleared there and I know I've cleared here. Now I'm going to do the second one next door, after which it should all go through swimmingly, literally swimmingly. As you can see here, there is not a Thomas III self-isolating in the toilet bowl. So he has been moved on. He's had his exercise. So I'm going to flush this. Plunge away. That's ramming the water down at pressure. And then, as a backup, I'm going to whoosh a load of water down there. Really fast, so it's pressure. Now if that one was blocked, it will back up and go down very, very slowly. So I'm confident the two toilets are now clear. Now I'm hoping that's all flushed away, and as you can see, look, I've done 2 toilet system flushes, 2 big buckets of water down there. It's nice and clear. Move that out of the way. But just as a backup, because I want to check this runs away, this water can go in there as well. And I'm shooting it so it goes back up this way. Now you can see it going down there. That's how the drain should be running, whooshing all the way through. Squeaky clean, and that's not backing up, and that's draining almost dry there. So good news. All you need to do is clean this out, the ridges where you put the rim. But I try, if I can, not to get too much going down the drains. So this will seal up nicely. Never thought you'd be in a totally awesome drains and toilet, did you? Never thought that. Listen, when you do all this self-isolating, there's all these jobs that come up. I'll get a little bit of water up. My marina, I don't want any rubbish in there. And we can just sluice what they call the benching, the side benching down. There we go. All done. Just remains to get this back on in place. Mind your fingers. Perfect fit. Smith, are you in there? It's all clear. Mr. Brown has gone to the seaside. All I'm going to do now, bucket of bleach, and I'll get these rods cleaned off and put away, hopefully not to be used. And now I can get painting again. Now I can touch all of this because I know I can unscrew them because I'm going to bleach and wash my gloves as well. I'm sure every household doesn't have drain rods, but I have to with the other properties, and they're dead handy because that saved me about £200. Money saved is money earned. I love it. Almost as good as working this. I started, wait for this, I'm so bored, painting the house, the whole house. I may run out of paint and they're going to be stuffed because I can't go and get any more, but I've got to do something, so I've been doing bit and bit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've done 3 sides, I've got 1 side left, but then I look and I've got all the back wall to do. Let's crack on. Right, let's let that drain out. You see the cameras here already to work. Bikes are there for the exercise. One's got to go to the bike hospital. Anyway, let's get the paint gear ready. I just use the same old tray for my outside stuff. Extending roller. Going to put a sheet down most of the time. If I do get drops, it's not too bad. The trouble is, if you get it on patio stone, it's a pain. Get it straight off. The other tip is, if you're doing outside, paint extra and buy the masonry paint. Many times I've painted outside walls with just regular emulsion because it's cheaper. It does not last as long. You know, most of the masonry paint, they say lasts, say, 5 years. I've noticed it doesn't. But out there, I'll show you, it's been such a wet winter, I've actually got green mould on the walls. Now, these green stains, or dark stains, I've never noticed before. Each year I try and paint, maybe every 2 years or every year, paint the whole lot outside, trying to seal it up just to keep the weather off it, but we get blasted by the wind here. So I've got to clean this one, but at least it will brighten everything up, and if it brightens the wall up, maybe it will brighten me up, the wife up. Mind you, she's already read me the riot act. You're not going to be painting in those clothes. I have been renowned for getting as much on myself as I do on the wall. Anyway, let's give it a go. You can see all the green mould here, guys. Never had it in all the years I've been here as bad as this, and that's the winter. A wet winter. I wonder if it's this wet weather and changing the climate is causing the old coronavirus. We had those locusts, didn't we, earlier on? Obviously, no, not here. In Africa, was it? India somewhere, Ethiopia, Somalia. Shocking. Everything this year seems to be of biblical proportions. The only thing that might not be of biblical proportions will hopefully be my income tax bill, because there's so much being lost. I might even get a rebate. Oh, God. Too much of a shock even mentioning the word rebate. I dropped the roller. Thing is, guys, I'm going through my paint shelves now. This is how sad it is. I'm looking and thinking, well, it should be brown, but I've only got black. But I can't get out to the stores. So it's going to be black. Let's just hope the wife doesn't mind what colour it is. It's our letterbox, by the way. And of course, doing this, you start to notice things. Here's the southwest side. You think the rain would drive in there, but in fact, the north side is the side where the wood is softer. That's weird. I suppose the rain hits us, but then the sun dries it out. I don't think the postman would put anything through there if he knew how big the spiders were. He's lucky to get his fingers back. Serious spiders. Well, another totally awesome job crossed off the list. I've got one more to do. Wait till you see the next one. Can't believe I'm even doing it. So this, folks, is what you call the ultimate in money laundering. I go into the post office, I get some change given back to me. I've got gloves on, I try and put them in my pocket. But what they say is, this virus lives on cardboard for 24 hours, but it lives on plastic for 3 days, or hard surfaces, I think, for 3 days. So, our money's been relatively recently, little bits we have got left, to plastic. So I'm thinking, how many people have touched it? So I'm disinfecting, wait for this, and I've heard other people do this, money which everybody has touched. I don't touch mine too much because it don't get used. You watch me cry with it, I get a big gust of wind and it blows away. But it's plastic. So we figure if we mop it all off, any time I do get some change, if I do ever get to go and pay in cash again, then I can, of course, I can sit and count £45. Big deal, Graeme, that's not going to last very long, mate. But who knows, it's just another precaution because all these notes are plastic. In fact, they do sort of self-isolate because they're in here, aren't they? Let's face it, there's not much comes out of that wallet very often, is there? These have probably been self-isolating for 2 months at least. If I tuck them up in bed now, I'll probably have those in another 3 months. And then what I do, I spray the coins as well, turn them over, spray them all, money laundering, ultimate money laundering. And then, because you've got the tissue that goes in the bin, I can actually do the outside of my wallet. Don't forget, when people give you change, it's not just them, it's where it's been. So there you go, disinfected. And then, don't rub your nose, Graeme. Has he got an itch? Then all I do is the gloves, like this, and I'm all squeaky clean. And in fact, and we keep outside the house, the gloves, the Anti-Bac, we spray when we've been shopping, whoever goes, only one person goes, we spray every piece of food, wash the fruit, any packages, get Anti-Bac outside, left outside for a while, the bags we put them in, stay outside, in the air, fingers crossed, everything stays hunky-dory. In fact, who knows where that comes from? Hunky-dory. So there you go, folks, thanks for watching the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Not, that's all I can do. Must take these off, I don't look too good if I can get them off. Oh, boys, I've got 2 things. The wife had some flowers delivered. Have you ever seen these things? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. Any kids watching, this is going to be great fun. If I can get these off. The other thing you can do, kids, is see how far up and how large you can blow Mum's marigold gloves.
sleeping?
Who's that over there? Oh no, it's Smith.
Childish Smith. But still, how high do they go? Not very high at all.
Well guys, what can I say? I enjoyed myself. Hopefully you guys did. It's a bit of fun. Thank God I've still got a bit of sense of humour. You guys should have a bit of a sense of humour out there as well. And we can all get through this together. We'll see you next time. And listen, if you thought it was a bit of fun, just copy, paste, share it with somebody. It's what it's about. We all need to be in this together. And hopefully we'll get through it. I've got more films coming. Do not relax. Do not sit back. It's on the way. Totally Awesome Fishing Show is coming to you.